When a man over 60 starts waking up to urinate, the prostate is usually the first suspect. Sometimes it belongs on the list, but blaming it before you notice 5 nighttime clues can send you toward the wrong explanation and the wrong next step. One clue points toward sleep. One points toward how much urine your body makes overnight. Another makes the bladder more relevant. And only a particular cluster makes the prostate and urinary outlet a stronger part of the conversation. By the end, you will have a 5-line card you can use tonight. The most revealing clue is not the time on the clock. It is the sequence of what happens before, during, and after the trip. At 2:30 a.m., you open your eyes. Then you notice your bladder. That is not necessarily the same event as being pulled from sleep by intense urgency. Sleep can be interrupted by discomfort, noise, stress, pain, breathing problems, temperature, or lighter sleep. Once you are awake, a partly filled bladder becomes easier to notice. European urology guidance recognizes sleep disorders as one category associated with nocturia and warns that different causes often coexist. Tonight, ask one question before getting up. Was I awake before I felt the need to go? Write A for awake first and U for urgency first. Do not delay using the bathroom when you need it. You are recording the order, not testing endurance. If you were awake first on most trips, a prostate-only explanation is already incomplete. The second clue cannot be found in the clock. You see it in the amount. 2 men can each make 3 bathroom trips. One passes a small amount each time. The other passes a large amount each time. The trip count is identical. The mechanism may not be. Repeatedly large nighttime amounts bring nighttime urine production into the picture. Fluid timing may contribute, but so can alcohol, caffeine, medicines, sleep apnea, evening leg swelling, and conditions that affect fluid balance. Repeated small amounts with strong urgency make bladder storage more relevant. You do not need to interpret this alone. Start by using the same estimate every time: small, medium, or large. A measured frequency volume chart is better when practical and safe. NICE recommends a urinary frequency and volume chart as part of assessing bothersome lower urinary tract symptoms. It helps distinguish high nighttime production from frequent small voids. Do not answer a large volume pattern by severely restricting fluids, and do not change a prescribed medicine on your own. Record first. Discuss second. The third clue is what happens before you leave the bathroom. After you urinate, do you feel empty? Or do you stand there with the sense that more remains? Incomplete emptying, frequent small urinations, difficulty starting, and the need to go again soon can occur with urinary retention or obstruction. But the sensation alone does not diagnose either one. The NIDDK notes that chronic urinary retention can develop gradually and may cause trouble starting, a slow stream, frequent small amounts, or the feeling that you still need to urinate after finishing. Record the sensation as E for empty or N for not empty. If your answer is often N, that is worth discussing, especially when it appears with a changing stream. In the comments, tell me which clue you had never tracked before: wake, amount, or emptying. Your answer helps me know where this subject is still confusing. Now we reach the cluster that makes the prostate more relevant. The prostate surrounds part of the urethra, the passage urine travels through. As the prostate enlarges, it can narrow that passage. But prostate size and symptom severity do not always match. A large prostate can cause few symptoms, while a smaller enlargement may interfere more. That is why the useful clue is not, "I woke at night." It is a cluster, trouble starting. A weak or interrupted stream, straining, dribbling. The feeling that you did not empty. Nighttime urination plus several of those changes makes the outlet and prostate more reasonable subjects for evaluation. If that cluster sounds familiar and you want to examine a nutritional option marketed for prostate support, The full presentation is linked in the description and pinned comment. It is not presented as a treatment for nighttime urination or a substitute for evaluation. Review the label and manufacturer's claims, especially if you take medication. The channel may receive a commission if you purchase through the link, at no additional cost to you. But one more clue determines whether you should keep casually observing or arrange a conversation. Age is not a timeline. I am over 60 cannot explain why a stable pattern suddenly became worse last month. Notice whether the change was gradual or sudden. Did one trip become 4? Did urgency appear? Did the stream weaken? Did leakage begin? Did the problem start after a new medicine or health change? Do not stop or reschedule medication yourself. Bring the timeline and a complete medication and supplement list to a healthcare professional. Persistent or worsening symptoms deserve a real conversation. And certain signs should not wait. Inability to urinate, blood in the urine, painful, urgent urination with fever and chills, or severe lower abdominal or urinary pain need prompt medical attention. Those are not supplement decisions. Before using the card, notice how clues overlap. A man who records awake first trips, large amounts, and a steady stream has a different pattern from one who records urgency, small amounts, delayed starting, and incomplete emptying. The first keeps sleep and production prominent. The second makes storage, emptying, and the outlet more relevant. Variation does not make the exercise useless. It may reveal that evening context, swelling, sleep quality, or another factor changes from night to night. Look for clues that repeat and clues that move together. You may think, I already know it is my prostate. The prostate may contribute. The card shows whether other mechanisms may be present too. Or you may think the symptoms are not bad enough to mention. If they persist, worsen, or affect your life, a clear record lets you raise the issue before a crisis. Tonight, write 5 lines. What woke me? How much did I pass? Did I feel empty? What did the stream do? What has changed over time? Track those details for 3 days. They separate sleep from production, storage from emptying, and a general nighttime complaint from a prostate-related cluster. Subscribe because the next videos will show exactly how to build that 3-day record and why waking at 3 a.m. does not mean what many men assume. Your prostate may be part of the story. The mistake is making it the entire story before the clues have spoken. If the stream and emptying cluster is part of your pattern and you want to review the prostate support option, use the description or pinned comment. The link opens the full presentation so you can inspect the product and decide whether it belongs in a conversation with your healthcare professional. Understanding the pattern comes first. The product is optional. Share this with a man who has already blamed his prostate without ever recording what happens during the night.